Alright, round 2. Let's see if we can get back to what we were doing. Also, hi, I am now in the back. Hopefully, things are better, we say. Having absolutely no clue if things are going to be better because, Jesus, this stupid computer is the worst thing I have ever owned in my life. But whether it's better or not at this point, I'm just going to start streaming and keep streaming, and then hopefully it's not terrible and nobody gets, like, very angry or something. Game's still a bit glitchy on my end, which is, you know, just the absolute greatest sign, really. And I don't know if... The mic is still picking up some background stuff, and it was actually picking up something even when I didn't have it turned on, which was impressive. So I'm assuming that until I turned on the headset mic, it was using the webcam. But yeah, hopefully it's a bit better. Voice is sort of quiet over everything else. That might be the game audio having jumped back up then, because although I did actually turn the mic down when we first mentioned that there was a couple issues, because I thought it was picking up something from like my actual background environment, which is why I turned it down. Is that better? I just turned it back up to where it was before now. Okay, excellent. So yeah, back at this bullshit. And like I said in the Discord, just like, it's really fun doing shiny hunting, because up until the point where you start actually timing things, it doesn't seem as bad. Like, you don't see how weird it is until you start timing it, because you say you've done like 800 resets. And that's a fairly big number, yeah, but it's like, okay. But it doesn't really mean anything. But you say you've been playing the game for like 6 hours and you still haven't started, and it's like, yes, distinct possibility of you being a friggin' lunatic. Because that is a bit crazy sounding. Like, yeah, sure, I'll take doing 6, 7, etc. Still an odd hum. Yeah, I don't know what that would be, because I'm like kind of running through the stuff that's like nearby that might be causing something like that, and like literally the only thing I can think is it's like hearing my fans or something when my fans go tits up every now and then. But the fans are kind of like a high-pitched sound and not a low-pitched sound, so I don't know what on earth would be causing it. Less up front. Well, we'll take less up front than it was earlier. We'll take that. I've just realised I'm going to have to glue the last stream's like start to the start of this now. That's going to be fun. Actual editing. Yay. But yeah, I'll take less up front over annoying, which is very not fun. I swear if I get the shiny on the day of technical difficulties, I think I'll just be like that'd just be my luck. If I have a day where I start streaming, 80% of my problems at the beginning of the stream is just a ton of technical difficulties, and it's just like, yeah, okay, here's a shiny. I'm like, that to be expected at this point. Weird luck, yeah. Well, here's the thing, I don't have very loud shiny reactions, I've noticed. Once upon a time, a little while ago, I was playing Let's Go on the Switch in a voice chat, and literally my only reaction, like I wasn't even shiny hunting, really, I was running about doing Pokedex collecting, so it's not even like I was vaguely prepared for a shiny to show up at some point. It was literally just I was running about and there was suddenly a shiny Pidgeot, and literally all my reaction was just oh. It's just kind of like a sound, it's not usually that excited. I'm not like a, because you know, like, a lot of the time on YouTube you'll see like a bunch of shiny hunters and their reactions are so over the top, it's all screaming and shouting and running about the room. I'm just kind of like, yay, okay, excellent, I like that. It's just, ta-da, shiny, I guess, moving on. Although, in this case, it probably will be a sigh of relief, if only because it means I can start the game now. Because, like, there's a difference between shiny hunting to just shiny hunt and shiny hunting so that you can actually play your damn game. You know what would suck is if I roll over it? Yeah, it would. There's a person outside of my goddamn house. What do you want? Okay, you got the wrong house, that's what you want. What you want is to go to the right place. That's what you want, apparently. Who the fuck? Oh, there's a... Is that a gritting machine? It's not that icy out, I don't know why you're running about the place, but okay. Yeah. So if there's a very loud hum going on right now, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. No, it definitely does, because Sceptile's gotten one, and Sceptile is using the same mechanism as us, so we definitely do have shinies. We're good. But yeah, you might possibly be able to hear the gritting machine outside, which I don't know why it's out there, but sure. Like, it's not that icy. Probably, I don't know. It doesn't look that icy, but I suppose there is black ice, so... But yeah, no, Sceptile was our test dummy with that one in the end, because Sceptile ended up getting a shiny starter before all of us. I'm now having a moment's pause. I'm pretty sure that you're doing this. I'm pretty sure, I hope the game won't crash. To be honest, I'm more expecting me to accidentally reset over it than the game to crash. Simply because this seems to be running... Beg pardon. It seems to be running reasonably well, aside from the occasional glitchy sprites. Continuing to just proceed into the abyss. That's pretty much what this is. It's just a slow descent into just madness. That's all this is. It's a slow, slow crawl into insanity. One of these days I'm going to do what I said last time. Yeah, madness is nice, but yeah, one of these days I'm going to do what I said last time or time before last, and I'm just going to hook my Switch up and we're going to play some Let's Go hunting instead so that I can actually have a shiny. That'd be nice. We'll just hunt something nice and simple in that game, and because we're more likely to actually get a shiny there. Like shiny charm, lure, the catch combo bonus is like, yeah, you'll get something pretty damn quick. The only thing that annoys me about hunting in Let's Go is that depending on where you decide to do your shiny hunt, you get a really laggy game. Like, some places are okay, but like, if you've ever actually sat down in Viridian Forest and let things spawn, like, it kills the console a little bit and it's horrible. I mean, like, I get it, because, you know, there's a lot of sprites on the screen and that obviously is going to lag the game, but it's a bit rude. It's not as bad in docked mode, to be fair, but it does happen sometimes and it's not particularly fun. Because it is a lot worse in handheld mode, but even in docked mode I've seen a bit of lag from it. To be fair, it isn't really enough to be complaining about, but I will complain. It's what I do. I failed out. Ooh, beg pardon. Apparently I need to sleep more. But yeah, hi Foundlight, how you doing? Welcome to Crawling into Crazy. Oh hey, actually, talking about crazy, you remember last stream I mentioned the Pokewalker? Yeah, okay, so it turns out I did actually lie to you at the end of the stream. I haven't actually changed the battery in that. For some reason, we apparently didn't change the battery in the end. Like, I remember saying, yeah, sure, we can change the battery sometime, we'll see what's going on with it. But we never actually did. So, Cursed Pokewalker, whatever the fuck, is still out of commission. But it's funny as hell, because it's just like, yeah, it's just sitting over there. It's in one of my boxes at the minute. I pulled it out at the end of the stream, after the end of the stream, and was just like, let me just poke it real quick. And it's like, yeah, no, it is dead. It is still dead. So, sadly, there will be no opening the Cursed Pokewalker and getting missing no, or whatever the fuck has decided to take over the thing while it spent, like, 6 years in the void. It did just amuse me though, because it's just kind of like, yeah, this thing fucked off for like a decade basically, and it just suddenly reappeared in my house, and it's like, okay, I don't know how you got here, I don't know why you're here, but thanks, I guess. Just appeared. And it's like, normally I'd be all, oh, I should get it up and working again and start using it, you know, maybe I'd actually get some exercise out of it. But here's the thing, I thought that about Pokemon Go, and it didn't work. And I thought that about the Pokeball Plus, and that didn't work. I just ended up taking the Pokeball Plus to school, and it just sat in my backpack all day. So it's not like it actually encouraged me to actually go out and do anything, I just sort of had it exist. Hey, Alex. So I don't know why I think that, like, putting the Pokewalker back in working condition would mean that I might actually get something done, because I've already had 2 very obvious prompts that doesn't work. Technically 3 if you want to count the 3DS, because I just took that to school as well. Oh yeah, that's true, people are kind of in school at the minute, aren't they? I'm not, I don't have class today, technically. I mean I do, but I don't, so... yeah, we're calling it as I don't, because who cares? This is more fun. But yeah, I hope class goes well, Alex. And thanks for dropping by, even if just for a little while. Possibly will still be going on after you escape the classes again, so who knows? Yeah, it's great. Kali's at like 2,000. Also, hi Oxley. How you doing? Yeah, like I said earlier, like, it's one thing to say, like, 856, right? It's another thing to say I've been doing this for about 6 hours. Like, 856 is a quantifiable number and it's obviously like a thing. But 6 hours actually shows you how much time I've wasted doing this. Yeah, work is important. I should probably try and avoid streaming in like the middle of the day, because there's kind of people doing things in the middle of the day, but at the same time there's also more people doing things in the afternoon. Like, there's people streaming that I want to watch. So it's like, eh. Conflicting schedules? Eh, I'll fight them. I shall just exist here in the fabric of reality. Do-do-do. This game takes 6,000 years. I like that I'm complaining about these resets when they're actually quite quick. You know, once upon a time I started doing resets for X and Y. Do you know how long those take? And that's not even touching on the ones that are in Sun and Moon, because the Sun and Moon ones genuinely take like 3 minutes per reset, and it's like the worst. Ooh, social events. We like those. We like them less because there's a pandemic, but we like those. But that sounds like fun. Also cold. Given that apparently you've got snow, which, by the way, give me snow. Mine all pissed off last night when it started raining. So I no longer have snow, which is very sad. Well, technically I do have snow. There's some on the trees across the street, because it's out of the sun. But predominantly there's no snow, and it's a bit sad. Yeah, social events are a bit just boring. Ooh, powdery snow. Excellent. Ice less excellent, but powdery snow is good. I also like how every single time I start streaming, I think, hey, maybe at some point I should sit down and figure out the Pokemon that I actually want to use for each of these starters. I'll do that after the stream, I say, and then I don't. Okay, see you, Alex. Hope your class goes well. But yeah, it's like the end of last stream, I was like, yeah, I should sit down at some point and probably figure out what I want to do with each of these starters. And then I just kind of didn't. Again. So I've got a vague plan for some things. It's great. I got really lucky with the whole pandemic thing because it meant that my birthday wasn't a big party thing, which it wouldn't have been anyway really because I don't do those and I don't really have that many real life friends that I would do a party with. So we basically ordered Chinese and sat in Discord. It was fun. We had my happy birthday was sung like 4 times in different languages. It was kind of great. And also for some reason people kept sending me bloody games on Steam. I got all these things I could possibly be streaming, and I'm streaming this. Predominantly due to the fact that my computer is apparently just rude enough to not let me play half of these games properly. At least not if I'm also streaming, which is rude. At some point I should try and boot up Hollow Knight again and see if I can figure out, like, why it's broken. Because it was so rude, I was so excited to stream that and it just decided it didn't want to work. Yeah, my birthday was a big one as well last year, and we just kind of didn't do anything. It was great. Literally the only thing that happened was alcohol. And even then, it's not like that was new, because I drank stuff before my birthday, so who cares? Like, it wasn't even like I drank that much either. It was just kind of casual. It just happened. Pretty much the main thing of that entire day was there was Chinese food. There was Chinese food and then we sat in Discord on a call for like 3 hours or something stupid. Oh, and also we watched GDQ because SGDQ Online was going on that week. So we watched, I think literally the Metroid run was going on when we were doing it, so some of us sat in the Discord and we were watching the Metroid run. It was fun. But yeah, birthdays are a thing. We haven't really done anything for like birthday parties and stuff in a really long time. Like the vast majority of the time what we do is we either get Chinese or like something like that, or like some sort of other sort of takeout food, or I would sometimes go bowling. Usually I had the choice, I'd either go out for like something fancy food-wise or I'd go bowling. Usually I pick the food just because as much fun bowling is, like bowling's a lot of fun, I love bowling, it's great, but also my brother is a piss take who is a very sore loser and he's not good at bowling. So rather than spend my birthday playing bowling, getting pissed off at my brother for being a bitch and then just ruining the day, I just get food. There's a comic in Discord, I'll have to have a look at that in a bit then, because that... If we're talking about the fucking cursed ass poker walker, we'll need to take a look at that. That thing was fucking weird, I don't know what the hell. It was great though. It's genuinely just one of the funniest bits of stupid shit I've ever seen happen. It was just like, yeah, I don't know where this came from, but it's back. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much how I used. That's actually kind of what I used to do with you know the 3DS, how you could close the 3DS and like, oh, broken sprites. You can close the 3DS and it had like a step thing in it, and you get coins from it for the minigame world thing. That thing. Yeah, that was fun. Except what everyone would do is you'd close your 3DS and then wire it up on top of like your washing machine or something that like shook, and you just do that instead. And it was like, yeah, okay, cheating, who cares? Like, you just find something to stick it on that shook and it would just give you points, and it was like, yeah, okay, this is broken as shit, but who cares? I needed those coins, damn it. I had to cheat the puzzle game. Because the only other way I was getting friggin' puzzle pieces wasn't happening. So you'd sit there and just spend all your coins on the puzzle piece thing and get the pictures. What the hell was even the point of those pictures, actually, while we're talking about the 3DS? Like, what actually was the point of completing those? Because I don't think I ever actually completed any of them. Oh yeah, people taping their phones to ceiling fans. That was a thing as well. Oh, here's the best part. With the Pokemon Go, like, the sync thing, like, you know, you'd wire up to the health app or whatever and it would sync with how many steps you'd take and translate that. You can now do the put it on the washing machine cheat with that as well. So you just turn your washing machine on to do a load of laundry and leave your phone on top of it. Because it'd work there as well. God, people are really inventive at doing stupid shit so that they can get the benefits of, like, the walking games without needing to do the walking. To be fair, I used to do that with the Pokeball Plus. Because it had, obviously, because you were supposed to be able to use it for Pokemon Let's Go, like, to play the game as well, it had, like, a ring that you'd put over your finger so you didn't lose it. And, like, a wrist strap and stuff, so you could just leave it on there and just wave your hand about, and then it would get steps, because that's just how it works. And it was like, yeah, okay, this is broken, who cares? This is how you cheat the system, everybody. The lazy method. Those gimmicks are like the best fucking thing to me. It's like, yeah, we're trying to encourage people to get out and be healthy. Hi, King, welcome back. Yeah, we're trying to encourage people to get out and be healthy, and all that they're doing is cheating. So here's a Poke Walker. You can attach it to your belt and walk about, and your Pokemon will get experience and items for you. And it's like, yeah, that's great, but also I could just leave it on the dishwasher, on the washing machine, and just let it pick up steps that way. Or I could shake it really hard. So I could just sit here playing my games and just shake it. Or like something else like that. And it's like, yeah, that works perfectly fine too. And then the 3DS comes out with the pedometer, and it's like, yeah, sure, I could do that. Or I could just close it and shake the DS. And then the friggin' Pokemon Go comes out, and it's like, yeah, or I could just tape it to the... That's the best one, honestly, because you've got the Pokewalker and the 3DS and the Pokeball Plus that are all just hold it and shake it, and that ticks. But then Pokemon Go came out, and like they actually had to be quite inventive with that one in order to get the steps, because it didn't use a step counter, it used an actual distance thing with your GPS. So yeah, tape it to the fucking ceiling fan, and just turn that on, because that works for some reason. And then of course they screwed it up because they got the adventure sync on, and then you could just use the step thing again and just leave it on the washing machine. But yeah, never underestimate the inventiveness of a lazy person is pretty damn true, because people will go to incredible lengths to not have to do things. It's like, yeah, sure, I could do it, but also here's a bunch of ways where I could get the same benefit without having to. So, who's the idiot now, I guess? Speaking of idiots, that reminds me, I need to get my my trainer ID at some point. I need to check what that is so I can use it for a thing. Yeah, strap it to an energetic dog and let the dog run about. Or, again, just, like, the ceiling fan. 32049. That's actually not a bad trainer code, I like that code. So I've got to remember that at some point, because I'm going to be using it later. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Also, woo, nearly at 900. We will eventually reach the big 1000. Amusingly enough, despite being the person who was kind of the most enthusiastic for doing this stupid piece of shit of a challenge, I think I'm the person that's the furthest behind in resets simply because I'm dedicated myself to streaming all of the fucking resets. It's like, I could just do this on my own. Or I could stream it in the hopes of actually getting the shiny on stream. Yeah, literally, it's maddening. Like, bong, diddly-doo, Lugia cry, continuing on, the ping of opening the thing, start of the fucking lab. Moving on. But here's the thing. You see, I can do this incredible thing called turning off my computer audio. So if I start getting bored of this fucking game sound, I also have a second pair of headphones. Well, earbuds. I can just put some of my own fucking music on my phone instead. I just mute the goddamn computer and move on with my life. We did actually have someone try and predict one last stream. It was like 719, I think. It didn't work. So we'll hope for 999, because I'll be hitting that today. Assuming I don't go mad first. 1080? Okay. 999 and 1080 are our two bets. And I think I'll hit both of those today, again, assuming I don't go mad and quit first. So possibly we'll be seeing if you're right. I might just try to go to like 1100 and then call it quits, but that depends on what time it is at that point, because people will also actually be getting home at some point then, so we will find out. And when we do find out, we will be crazy. Yeah, I could do that, but I also want to be really careful when I'm putting stuff on like YouTube or whatever, because I don't want to get fucking like copywritten, because that's the problem really, is I might get copywritten to death and I don't want that. So I put on Spotify if it fucking worked on my laptop, because for some reason that thing really hates me a lot of the time and just does not like to play through my laptop. Plays perfectly with my phone, but laptop? Nope, illegal. I am not allowed to put... Ulcers are rude, honestly. God, now that we've started talking about it, the game soundtrack is actually driving me crazy. Now that we've started talking about methods that we could use to not have to listen to this bullshit, I'm slowly going mad. Oh boy. Also, yay, 900. Yeah, possibly. I might start doing that starting at next stream. Planning to send people who... I don't know if that works anywhere outside of the US with their weird... because I know that the US has weird copyright restrictions. Or I think they do. I don't know this stuff very well. I usually get this information from other people. This is usually the information I'm learning about when I'm talking on streams, not the one I'm talking about. But from what I recall, the US has a weird copyright system that might actually allow that, so... Yeah, it's not Twitch, it's something to do with the US, I don't remember. Somebody who actually has a competent knowledge of this stuff, chip in, please. I'm beginning to think, starting next stream, I'm just going to play the fucking Pokemon Explorers of Sky soundtrack over this. Because then we can all have the wonderful memories of things that I could be doing instead of this that are actually fun. Like, I could be streaming Explorers of Sky. Because I have that as an option, and I'm tempted to do it. When's the next time I have some fucking free time? I'm trying to figure it out, like, around my class schedule. When's the next time I have free time? Technically tomorrow, given how little shit I have to do for my classes at the minute. So I could stream again tomorrow. I could stream tomorrow. We'll just start playing Explorers of Sky for a couple of hours instead of going crazy playing this. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Ow, my nose is itchy. Yeah, do something fun with my free time, instead of sitting here staring into the abyss and screaming. I mean, to be fair, this is fun. It would just be more fun if I could get the shiny and play the game. But yeah, we might do that. We might start Explorers of Sky next time I stream, because that is a good game. I like that game. Except I also have to use the touchscreen. Oh, king. To be fair, I'd play something from my Steam list, because I've got a ton of stuff on Steam. But the problem is that my frigging laptop is really rude and doesn't like working, so... Yeah, or more accurately, it doesn't seem to like streaming certain games when I'm like actually playing it. Yeah, the torch is half the fun, at least for you guys, because you guys just get to listen to me slowly descend into madness and babble like a crazy person. You kind of have to, because there's the bow thing at the beginning. Like, you have to put your thumb on the touchscreen or some shit, and... Hey, Megatron! Thank you for that host. But yeah, there's the fucking aura thing or whatever. Like, that is such a friggin' mechanic. It's great. Like, the aura, it's hilarious. Actually, if we're gonna start playing a Pokemon Rescue, that's not what it's called, Pokemon Explorers of Time, we could probably... What the fuck did I just say? I just realised. That was not actually the sentence I was trying to get out. What I meant was, if we're gonna start playing the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, we might as well start with Red Blue. That was what we were trying to say, and then I just forgot how to speak, apparently. But yeah, I'd be down for that. We could play Pokemon Blue probably somewhere if I can figure out where the hell my copy of that is. Because I have that downloaded somewhere, I think. Actually, that might be on my other computer, which doesn't work, so possibly I don't. Fuck it, I'll have a look into that at the end of the stream. As in, after I finish streaming, not literally at the end of the stream. We'll just sit down and I'll see if I can figure that out. And then maybe we can play Pokemon Red Blue Rescue Team, because that's a good game. That's a good game, and one I haven't played in a very long time. Because yeah, I know, I actually think I mentioned this last stream, but yeah, like, I'd play Rescue DX, like the remake, but that gives me headaches, like the art style, so I'd rather play the pixely version instead. Because at least then I don't get a headache from it. Next. That sounds like a plan, actually. I'm now that I've said that, I'm kind of looking forward to the idea of, like, maybe tomorrow for a couple of hours I'll just stream Red Rescue Team, because that was a really good game, actually, or at least from what I remember. It has been a long time since I have played that, thinking about it, but it was a good game from what I can recall. A lot of fun. Yeah, it is actually quite fun. It's really good. I like Sky. Sky was one of the very early Pokemon games for me, so like... I know we talked about this a bit last stream with Kali. Like, the first one I ever played was Diamond, and I've played Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, but I've never beaten any of them, despite them being, like, the first games and the ones that I look at the most fondly. Heart Gold, Soul Silver were really early. I think Soul Silver, and then I got Heart Gold later. And then, Pokemon Time Sky Darkness, one of those was another one of my really early games, so... I get the feeling that King is just using this to see how many memes he can put into this format to talk about the resets. Not that I have any problem with this, to be fair. Memes are always a thing that are welcomed in this chat, assuming that they aren't, like, rude. Because if they are rude, then I will have to cause you problems instead. Perhaps. Fair enough. But yeah, like... There's a lot of really good old games that I would like to sit down and play. And maybe at some point I will actually beat Platinum. That could happen. Right? Maybe? Again, one of the first fucking games that I've ever played, and one of the things that I'm most excited for ever, and I've never actually beaten it because I don't own a copy of the game that works anymore. But yeah, maybe starting tomorrow we can play some Red Rescue Team. You know, instead of going completely insane doing soft resets, and we can alternate the streams. So we can do one where we go a bit crazy shiny hunting, and then we can do another where we actually play a game that's fun. Although I am warning you ahead of time, we're not doing the fucking Zero Isle or whatever it's called in that game. I know it's called Zero Isle in Time Sky Darkness, but I don't know what the fuck it's called in that, but we ain't playing it. It's not fucking happening. Fuck that place. That place was specifically taken over by Satan a long time ago, and it was made to torment people. We ain't doing it. It's basically a thing where your Pokemon gets started at level 1, and you gotta go to, like, floor 100. Yeah, Purity, that's what it's called in Red Blue. I should know that. But yeah, it's Purity Isle or whatever the fuck it is, or Purity Tower, some shit like that. And yeah, it's basically your Pokemon is level 1, you go in with yourself and nothing else. Run for it, bitch. And you gotta get to floor 100. You gotta do it quick. It's painful. And yeah, there's fucking 4 or 5 of them, I think, in Sky at least. I don't know about Time and Darkness, but I know in Sky there's fucking 5 of them. Because there's 0 Isle north, south, east, and west, and then there's 0 Isle center. And I've never beaten any of them, and I do not intend to. Fuck those places. DX is even harder as you start at level 5. Oh good, who doesn't love that? Fuck everything. Yeah, there's a reason I'm not going anywhere near that place, and it's because I don't actually hate myself. Like, that seems like a lie, considering, case in point, the current situation where we're shiny hunting. But here's the thing, I find shiny hunting reasonably fun, because at least it's like a reasonably relaxing thing. Like, yeah, sure, there's not much fucking progress happening, but, you know, at least you're not literally going backwards every time you fail. Because you fail in those isles, you go back to level 1. You start at the beginning of the fucking game, fucking dungeon again. It's like, yeah, okay. This, at the very least, I'm not actually moving forward, but I'm not moving back either. And the enemies are higher level. Yeah, that's just another good reason for me not to bother. Yeah, I believe I know who that is. I believe that's Pegaspray. I think they're doing it. He's doing it. Which is why... Purity Forest also. Thank you for actually correcting me on what the fuck that place is called. We're still not doing it. Hey, Soren. But yeah, we're not even... Yeah, we're not going to do it even once, thank you very much. I am not mad. I promise. I'm crazy, I'm not mad. There's a difference. Oh, God. My chat, on the other hand, might be mad. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I'll look into doing that tomorrow, I think. Because like I say, I don't actually have class until really late tomorrow, so it's fine. He's done like 7 or 8 in 2 months. The fuck else does he do on that stream? Does he actually do anything else in that stream? Please tell me he does something else in that stream. And that's not the only thing he's done in 2 months, please. Because that sounds really, really sad. I think the last time I actually looked in on that stream, they were doing Alakazam. And they got pissed off at Alakazam. Thanks for the follow, Soren. Welcome. Oh, done 7 or 8 attempts. Okay. That's a bit less crazy. Because that's like an attempt a week, basically, and that sounds crazy. But that is less crazy than I have completed 7 or 8 of these things in 2 months, because that just sounds like you haven't done anything but play the game. But yeah, I think the last time I looked in on that stream, they were doing Alakazam. 7 or 8 completed? Wonderful. How did it go? Did they actually finish Alakazam? Because I remember that happening, and then basically the strategy was teleport. And I remember that going rather well up until the point where it didn't. Alright, no problem. I was just curious. You don't have to if you don't want to. I was just kind of curious because, like I say, that is a scary place. I don't like it. Shedinja is the word. Yeah, I can believe that. I'd believe Shedinja is the worst thing that you can go with. Then again, I'd believe just about anything I heard about that place. You could tell me that if you get to floor 100 you have to fight Mewtwo with your bare hands, and I'd believe that. You could tell me that that's the first actual appearance of Arceus in the game. But I'd believe that as well. I don't know, it's just a bit glitchy sometimes. Character sprite occasionally just has a breakdown, it's fine. Yep, it's a side effect of the totally legitimate console that I'm currently using to run this totally legitimate copy of SoulSilver. It just has a breakdown on occasion. Nothing to be concerned about. I'm just glad that the sprite glitch can't seem to happen on the Pokemon Select screen. That'd be a problem. Oh, that's no fun, Posse. Rip. I'd say hopefully the stream makes it move a bit faster, but I don't actually think that the stream does anything but make time move slower. Charizard, Kecleon, Mew? Yeah, Mew, Kadabra, Squirtle, Swirl. That's a really weird collection of Pokemon. But I can see that we didn't win Alakazam, which I can't really blame you. Alakazam was not looking like it was having a lot of fun. From what I recall seeing, Alakazam would get to like the last set of like 10-ish floors, and then it would get face palmed by Venomoths with the Silverwind, and it would just everything goes to hell. You know the interesting thing about Red Blue Rescue Team? I have actually beaten that game, and I've beaten the post-game, but I've never really done like half the legendary quests that there are, because there's like a load of quests with it, and it's just like, yeah, never done like the vast majority of them. Oh hey, that's the game with all the friend areas, isn't it? Instead of just like you can recruit whatever the fuck you want, they've got special areas for it, don't they? That was cute, I liked that mechanic. Like, as much as I like you can recruit anything in Explorers Sky, but like, the friend areas were kind of adorable. Even if, like, trying to figure out where the fuck anything was a pain in my ass as a kid. I was like, okay, where did anything go? Because I recruited something and it's gone somewhere, but I don't know where it is. But they are pretty, and I am very much down for pretty things. Now I'm just getting more and more hyped to maybe stream this tomorrow, because that's a fun game. And yeah, I know that he's tried it with quite a few, but yeah, it looked like hell on earth. So yeah, that'll be the one major rule when I do Red, Blue, and Sky. Yeah, seeing them roam around the designated area is way cooler than the list. It's like, yeah, I like that. I like the area, it's pretty. But yeah, that'll be the one rule really, is we're not doing the fucking Zero Isle variations, because that's all stupid. They are dumb, and I don't know why they exist, and I don't actually know what the reward is for completing them, if there is any. I just know that like you can beat them, but I don't think there's a reward for it. Ooh, that's cool. Character pins are nice. It's not quite day 23. This is the 4th stream that we've done this, so it's not quite day 23 yet. Keyword yet. We'll get there, I'm sure. Whether we get to day 20, if we go 20, oh fuck, if we go 23 streams without a shiny though, then I'll be a bit disappointed. Although we might, given that I've been doing an average about 200 or 300 per stream. An average of that, meaning, and given that it's odds of like 1 in 8,000, we might end up at the early 20s before we get something. You get Celebi for beating it once. Okay, so possibly we'll go for 1 to get Celebi, but fuck everything else. Okay, good plan. I might actually try for a full clear then. Like just a full clear of all the Pokemon that you can collect. Because yeah, that is definitely a thing that I have never fucking done before, so it might be fun. It still means that I gotta beat it once though. What's the easiest Pokemon to do that with? I'm not ashamed to take the easy way out. I don't hate myself that much. I'm now curious what the rewards are for the Zero Isles, because like I say, I never beat those either. Honestly, you'd think, what I think is one of the easiest Pokemon for the Isle challenges like that is probably a Ghost type that you can like go through walls with. That's probably makes it a lot easier, because you get to cross, like, lava's not a problem, water's not a problem, literally the walls aren't a problem, so you can just kind of get the fuck away from 80% of anything in the game. Like, literally the only thing that can follow you across the fire and water is are the flying types, fire types, and water types, and even then you can just hide in a wall. So that probably makes it a lot easier, thinking about it. Yeah, ghost types will starve, but you can hide in a wall. So if you're just really careful about where you pass through walls for things, then you can probably do that fairly well. You'd have to be careful as fuck, but you also probably have to get really lucky with the amount of like items you get. Like you get one of the bands that means that your stomach doesn't go down as fast, and you just hopefully get a fair bit of like food items. You'd probably be okay. I have absolutely no idea if Lapis has done that. I'd recommend asking them because I have no clue. Oh yeah, another thing that you could always do is what I used to do with the grimy food, which is if I had grimy food, I'd keep it. And then when I got to like the end of the floor, I'd just down all of it at once and then jump on the staircase. It's like, does this shit poison me for eating it? Yes. Do I care? Because the stairs are right there and we'll just reset the poison. Nope. That definitely didn't save me in a couple dungeons. I definitely didn't get saved because the fucking grimy food. It was really dumb. I don't like talking about those quests. I was a stupid child. Zero Isles only gives cool shit, in which case we don't care. Unless the cool shit gives me a Pokemon. Joyce, that, okay. That's not good enough for me to actually even think about completing it once, to be quite honest. Like, unless completing the Zero Isles gives me fucking Arceus or something, I don't give a shit. Yeah, most children are pretty stupid. So who had a bet on $9.99? Oh dear. Yeah, who had a bet on $9.99? We're coming up on that now, so you're about to get your wish, possibly. Oh yeah, no, I know 4th Gen's not in Red Blue. I'm talking about Sky, which has the Zero Isles. Yeah, you're $9.99. Well, you're about to see if you're correct, because we're coming up on that now. So that's good. Yeah, because I already have a copy of Sky ready and waiting, but I do not have one for Red. I'll have to pick one up later, or Red and Blue, whichever fucking game I pick. I'll pick one of them based on the exclusives or some shit, I don't care. I'm pretty sure there's exclusives. I seem to recall there being, because that's kind of a major Pokemon gimmick, isn't it? We release 2 versions of the game and give you different Pokemon per. Do-do-do-do-do. Zero Isle North. Oh yeah, Blue is the DS version, isn't it? I forgot about that. Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun, King. Zero Isle North gives Golden Mask. Yeah, that's pretty good, assuming that you actually are, like, looking to do proper recruitment binge like that. But if you're not, I don't care. And honestly, I don't care enough. Because unless, like, there are some, like, really bad Pokemon that have really bad recruitment rates from what I remember, but I don't know if I'll actually do a full clear or an attempt at a full recruit in either of them, let alone one that might possibly require me to do the fucking Zero Isles, because I hate those places. You know, in case that rant from the last couple minutes didn't make it completely clear that I don't like those areas. Like, they're interesting, and the mechanic is kind of cool, but fuck that. Like, I'm not actually mad. Like, I'll do it once for the sake of completion, because I'm not as stupid as I used to be, so at least that takes out one of the issues. Because, like, the 2 issues that I used to have with those areas was, 1, I was a fucking idiot, and 2, the items were always shit. I always had bad luck. So, at least nowadays I'm taking out fucking idiot for just idiot. Yep, the ones where you start with nothing at level 1. Yep, those places. Fuck them. Hate them. Absolutely. Genuinely devil's arsehole. Go to hell. Straight off. Hate that area. Sudden flash forward to 6 months in the future where it's me spam running the Purity Forest over and over again. That's gonna happen, and that's the worst part, is like, I say that and I joke, but no, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it? Flash forward to 6 months in the future, I'm gonna have beaten the game and I'm gonna be trying the Purity fucking Isles. The Purity Forest, rather. I'm gonna keep calling it Purity Isle, because that's what I'm used to. I wonder where my copy of Blue Rescue Team even is. I have it somewhere, I think. Please don't. Yeah, they're better in other RPGs, but yeah, I don't like them. I don't like them. Like I say, I might try and do it once, just for the sake of the celebi. You know, just to say that I did it, kind of thing. But other than, like, I'm not gonna even think about trying to do it more than once, and to be honest, I probably won't even do it more than, like, 10 attempts before I get pissed off and stop. I know my limits, and my limits are, incredibly low for some bits of bullshit, and that's certainly one of those bits. I mean, it might be funny for the first couple attempts, because you'll predominantly be dealing with me swearing and shit. Not that I don't do that already, but predominantly it will just be like an incredible amount of rage. And then it'll just stop being rage and just start being basically a silent stream as I'm salty. So, yeah. That's probably going to be my hard limit with that game. It's going to be, I'm going to play the Purity Forest until I get salty and stop talking. Yeah, like, when you can bring in, like, certain bits and bobs, that's cool. So, like, if you're allowed to bring a couple things in, it's like the, what's it called? The Mokuhita Dojo? Or the Marowak Dojo, depending on which game you were playing, where I think you could take in, like, a certain number of items, but no more. And you just have to run through the entire area. God, that was a fun mechanic. I liked those as well. Those were cool. Those are also another thing I have never actually full cleared. I tried, I just couldn't bother, so I didn't. One of those days I should fish out my old copy of, Oh, you could take a held item in? That's cool. But yeah, one of those days I should fish out my old copy of Pokemon Sky and try and finish the Marowak Dojo, because that was a thing that I never bothered to do. And I probably could now. $9.79. Honestly, I'm beginning to think that's going to be a thing now, is, Purity Forest and completing the Marowak Dojo. Not Marowak, Mokuhita in that game. Like, I'd like to do it at least once, so I'm probably going to do it on stream. Is there a reason for doing it at least once? No. Am I going to do it anyway? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's not like I'm going to go in the goddamn Hall of Fame for it or something. It's not like other people haven't done this, but I'd like to do it. What I'd also like is for one of these things to be sparkly. That'd be good. I'd like my shiny, please. I want to play my game. Do 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 do. Randomizer shiny locks would be pretty cool, probably. I wonder if a randomized shiny lock would have the shiny show up on the carousel here. Because I actually have no idea thinking about it. Like, if they were randomized Pokemon instead of the normal ones, would they show up on that carousel or nah? Like, would my Kyogre be pink? Or something? That'd be interesting. Because, like, I don't see why they shouldn't be. Because it's not like it's specifically these three Pokemon that are coded to show up as a shiny there, I think. Yeah, so I can't see any reason why it wouldn't show my goddamn Kyogre, Kecleon, Zigzagoon, or whatever the fuck it would end up being as a shiny on there. That is almost certainly what I would end up with as a selection, and I would almost certainly end up with Zigzagoon as the shiny. Because that is just how my life works. Either that or it would be it wouldn't be the Lugia, the Kyogre, put it that way. It would definitely end up being either the Zigzagoon or the fucking Kecleon. Yeah, that's pretty good. Registeel is not a bad starter, predominantly because it's a legendary. It's not good, but it's bulky, so who cares? All it knew was self-destruct. That's less good. Self-destruct is a less good thing, but, you know, it'll get you there. Or at least it'll start the game. You won't be able to fucking do anything until you get Pokeballs and can catch something else and do, the experience share method, but, you know, you can at least start. Is the lab theme starting to get annoying yet? That's the real question. Has the lab theme gotten pain in my ass yet? Because that's how it's going to work. It's going to be the lab theme, the Pokemon Center theme, and then the bike theme is going to be the things that we're going to learn to hate by the end of this. And then whatever the hell else ends up being my soft... oh yeah, Equatique City will also be something that we don't like. And the Burnt Tower stuff. Legendary Dog soft resets is the worst. Oh yeah, you would be soft locked in Gen 3 because you need to win the rival battle. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fair. As long as you've got something to distract yourself from it, the theme doesn't get that bad. It's only when you're actively listening to it that it starts to slowly drive you a bit crazy. Let's ask the real question. Do I have the mental strength to go for the 180 that somebody else called earlier? Or do I just stop at 1,000? You got Dyson Spears to build. Excellent. Yeah, I might stop at 1,000 and the 180 that I think it was Azure. Yeah. You might have to wait until next stream for that because I think I'm going crazy. So yeah, we might go up to 1,000 and then call it quits for the day. It's a bit shorter than I was actually originally planning, but also my sanity is slipping again, so... And besides, we've done another 200, so... It's still a decent amount of stuff done. And hey, if you all really, really want me to keep going, I could plug in my Switch and we can go play Let's Go. Yeah, there's definitely a fight to maintain the attention span on the game, but Jesus Christ, I also kind of want to die. It's like, on the one hand, fun. On the other hand, playing the game. Yeah, it's the bong. The eternal bong. Which definitely doesn't sound like a weed joke. Also, in all fairness, the faster I get this done, the faster I can friggin' edit together the first part of this goddamn video into the second part, and then also go and look for, well, no, because I'd have to go get Mystery Dungeon, because I don't have Blue Rescue Team on this computer, so I'd have to go get it. Because I think I want to do that before I try and play Sky, so I'd have to go get Blue Mystery Dungeon from somewhere, or Blue Rescue Team, rather. So it would probably just be an end the stream and go to bed. Or possibly end the stream, go get Cookie, because I kind of want cookies now. You could do that. Yeah, it would take like 5 minutes probably. Assuming that my computer isn't terrible, then it would probably not take that long. Also, here's your reset. Yeah, we'll call this one final, and then I'll probably put it into pause mode for a bit. Go get Rescue Team. We can go play Rescue Team. Alright, are we going to be correct on the goddamn shiny? Please. I'd like... No, okay. That's rude. Nope, no 999. Everything is rude. Okay. Put it back on the starting soon screen. Oh wait, no, I have a be right back screen, don't I? Right. Put it on there. Set everything up. Close out of that goddamn game. I'm going to go get Rescue Team. You've lost your entire farm. That's a problem. I wouldn't recommend losing an entire farm. That doesn't sound healthy. Oh, I should probably also close out of my counter. Because I don't need my counter anymore. And into the bong, yes. Huh. But yeah, so for now, dramatic and foreboding as ever, my computer is trying to crash. Oh dear. Possibly I should have just ended the stream and come back. Because I think my computer is trying to kill itself. Yeah, it's trying to kill itself. Oh boy. Is your mind functioning correctly? That'd be great. Thanks. Please. I'd like you to be alive. Right, I'm gonna at least kill the recording.